Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper, and welcome back to another video. In this one, what we're going to be doing is looking at PUBG, PlayerUnknownsBattlegrounds on every single playable platform, so this being PC, Xbox One, and even mobile. Yes, you heard that right. You can now play Battlegrounds on a mobile device, so you have an Android or an iPhone, anything like that kind of iOS stuff, you are absolutely good to go for that. But we're going to kind of look at them, a side-by-side comparison, compare, how they hold up graphically speaking, comparing the different, features of it, and just everything like that. So, if you guys end up enjoying this video, then make sure you do leave a like. It'd be very much appreciated. We'll aim for 500 on this video. That'd be awesome. Be sure to subscribe if you are brand new to this channel for more Battlegrounds content as well. That would be absolutely amazing. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to start by looking at Xbox One gameplay of PUBG. Now, the reason why I want to start here is it's going to be a good reference point for later to compare it to the other two games. So, if you guys, watch this gameplay, pay attention to it, and just kind of see how this looks and how it feels. Personally, I've only played PUBG on the Xbox one time. I actually don't own an Xbox. I played at one of my friend's house, and I ended up just experiencing it. I didn't record it or anything, but it was definitely different. It was something that could have been optimized a little bit better, but it's not completely terrible. I'd say one of the biggest points that's different about all the other games is looting. Now, when you have to loot with the controller, you physically need to pull up your bar. You can go through your inventory, but you have to click through every single item. On PC, most of you guys know that if you just pull up your tab, you can just drag things over with your mouse, and you can pick and choose whatever you want. But you mainly have to go through all of the different items when you're looting, and that could be especially tough when you're looting like somebody who had a lot of stuff out in the middle of the open. You need to do things quickly. It's not very friendly for that. Graphically speaking, it's honestly about the same as PUBG on PC when you run it on low settings. They look very, very similar, and also, not to mention, the Xbox One version does feature a first-person mode as well, so you can play either or, depending on whatever your preference is. And just looking at the game and its aesthetics, there isn't too many differences that you could tell apart that whether it's PC or Xbox. The only way you'd really know right off the bat is due to the HUD buttons if it says X instead of F, things like that. Pulling up a map is a little bit more wonky on the Xbox. It's harder to do with the controller, but it's still definitely possible. In my personal experience, gunfighting on the Xbox is a little weird and sometimes can just feel very wonky, so I'm not a big fan of that, but it isn't something that is unplayable, but it's just not perfectly optimized, but it's maybe not the best platform to play this game on. Let me know in the comment section how many of you guys actually end up playing PUBG on Xbox One, but that is a little gameplay here, and now we're going to go ahead and take a look. I want to look at PC next. Okay, so the gameplay you guys are going to be watching for a little while is, of course, ran on my PC. Now, this is probably the most optimal way to play this game when it comes to everything. Gameplay speaking, graphically speaking. Now, the graphics probably on your screen aren't much better than the Xbox One gameplay comparison, just because, first of all, it's YouTube, the quality does degrade to a certain degree, and also, I run my game on the lowest settings possible, just because that's how you get a little bit of a competitive edge when it comes to this game, because it's a little easier to see people and things like that. You can run this game on much higher settings if you just care about look more than anything, and if you run everything on ultra high, it actually looks kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie, but I just prefer to have everything very low. Now, everything from gunfighting to your player movement, driving vehicles, and just the game in general and looting is going to be way, way smoother than any of the other platforms. Reason being is when you're on a keyboard and mouse, looting can be done 10 times quicker. You have no idea unless you actually go on and try it. You can loot so much faster, the driving's a little bit smoother, and the gunfighting just feels more optimized, and you get really screwed over less. Now, let's be honest here. I'm not saying that PUBG runs perfectly on PC just in general, because it definitely does not, and this game does catch a lot of flack for being one of the least optimized games that are out there, or at least, bigger games that a lot of people are playing. PUBG is maybe not up high on that list, but in comparison to something like the Xbox One or the mobile device, of course, is going to be much better optimized and is going to be very more user-friendly than the other ones as well. What I really like about this game on PC is the fact that it feels like it was just made for this, you know what I mean? Which it was. Let's be honest, PUBG was developed to be a PC game primarily, and then we have other ports to the Xbox One, and of course mobile now, and we're gonna get to mobile in a minute because you might be surprised by what you're seeing, but I want you guys to really take in, how well this game can actually play on PC with the most recent updates and where the game is currently at. There isn't too many problems when it comes to running the game. I would say that almost every single computer or gaming laptop will be able to run this game. You shouldn't have any issues, especially if you run on the lowest settings. I don't think you run into any problems at all. You have way more options for settings and customization when it comes down to this game. So if let's just say that you have every single console available or every platform that you could choose to pick from. Right now, what's looking like, I would probably choose PC. We're going to go ahead and look at the mobile version of this game as well, which literally just got released and honestly might surprise you about what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that one right now. Alright, so here we are, guys. Take a look at this game on mobile. Now, I know what you're thinking. This game looks really goofy. I know. I'm on the same page as you guys. I do agree. But I must say that we have come a long way when it comes to gaming on, like, phones or tablets and stuff like that, especially if some of you guys are young enough to have iPhones from right when they came out and games were just becoming a thing on phones. This is so much higher above anything we've ever had, and I honestly expected a lot worse. When they said that they were bringing PlayerUnknownsBattlegrounds to mobile devices, I was like, oh no, like it's already has enough problems on Xbox and PC. It already catches enough flack for that, so this mobile is going to be a wreck. But when you actually look at this gameplay, and maybe I just started playing it today and it's not that bad at all, you guys can go and download this for free right now, which is the best part, on the App Store. So I'll leave a link up in the description if you guys want to go and check it out and download it for yourselves. But this is free for everybody. If you want to jump on and maybe get a handle on PUBG, kind of see what it's like, if you plan on getting an Xbox or a PC later to kind of upgrade. But this is really cool, especially for a port. But what's awesome is that they didn't really have to take out any major features. The game is still pretty much Battlegrounds like on any other console. It's just slightly different. It looks a little less good on the mobile device, but you shoot the same way, you loot the same way. You have all of your controls on the light and on the right and left side, and they're very easy to access. And I kind of found that the user interface was very well done. Like, I must say, some mobile interfaces when it comes to games are atrocious, just disgusting, but this one's actually pretty easy to use. Like, you got to give credit where credit's due, I think, and this definitely deserves at least a little bit of respect, because while it is a port and still like developed, it's an official one. It isn't an amazing mobile game, but it's good enough to pass and to play, and I've actually been having a little bit of fun on it recently. I think the best thing to say about PUBG on mobile is that it's pretty comparable to the new Fortnite port that's available on mobile as well. Like, it's really good, it plays pretty well, and is almost the same game, just aside from a couple small features. You can't do things as fast as you would on, say, a PC. That's, of course, that goes without saying, and the gunfighting is definitely much different, but it's not bad at all. I highly recommend that you guys go and check this out right now, as it is free to play for everybody. Unfortunately, on PC it costs money. It also does cost money as well on Xbox, but this is one that you can go and pick up right here. And like I said, there will be a link in the description to go and download for your mobile device, your phone, or your tablet, what have you, whatever you decide to play on. I think it would probably be better on a tablet, but you can play it on a phone just fine as well. But don't get it twisted, guys. This does not mean that in any way I'm going to pick the mobile version over PUBG. This is what I'm going to recommend to you guys. If you're trying to decide what you should get this for, if you have everything available, let's just say that. I know that's not the case for everybody. Not everybody has a PC or an Xbox. Some people just have mobile devices. And if that's the case, I'm going to recommend you play it on there. But let's just say that given the option, you have all three at your hands. Of course, I'm going to very strongly recommend PC. That's first and foremost what you should play this on. It's what the game is built for. You're going to have the most smooth experience on, and the amount of customization options at your hands for this is going to be very much appreciated. Like, it is honestly, I think it's the greatest way to play this game. Now, secondly, I'm going to recommend Xbox One, but I'm also going to say that it does have a lot of problems on the Xbox. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every port of this is perfect, and I strongly advise against Xbox if all possible. Let's just say you, like I said, do have the options. Pick PC, but if you only have Xbox, of course, play it on there. It does have its own set of issues. Now, personally, I don't know about this, but I've heard that if you have like the newest version of the Xbox or the Xbox One S, that PUBG runs so much smoother, but you have one of the older versions, then you're going to run into even more problems, which is not great. Again, I can't actually speak personally on that because I've only played it on the original Xbox One, but I'm sure somebody in the comment section has experience on both and could definitely let you know. And if you are one of those guys, please go help somebody out in the comment section to let them know what they should run it on. And then lastly, I'm also going to recommend mobile, but I'm going to strongly recommend this one to everybody. First of all, the most important thing is that it's free. You can literally go it right after you're done watching this video and check the link in the description. It's going to be there for you the whole time. And also that it's really not a bad port at all. Of course, it's not great. Like, it's not playing like it on PC. They're not very comparable, but it's a great way to get started on this game if you're wanting to get into it more seriously, like on Xbox or PC. It's a great starting point. Because PUBG is a game that takes a very long time to get used to and learn, I would say if you start on mobile, that learning curve is going to go by so much faster, and then you can go ahead and move on to something like an Xbox or a PC. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys prefer to play this game on? Let me know your preference and why in the comment section down below. But if you guys did end up enjoying this video, make sure you do leave a like. We can go ahead and wrap things up here for today. Subscribe if you are new to this channel, and like I said, definitely check the link in the description. And I want everybody, if you haven't already, to go download PUBG on mobile and sort of let me know what you think about it, because I've been playing it recently. It's pretty good. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching once again. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out.